What is happening, Reject Nation? It is Greg Alba here.
And John Humphrey here.
So the Oats Studios Volume 1.
Yeah.
We finally got it, guys. It just came out today. Zygote. The one we've been prepping for.
Next in the anthology series.
People have been asking us to check these out, and Zygote came out today. It's the first one we're on top of.
Yes, it's the newest.
It's the newest one we're on top of. Yes.
Yeah, it stars
Can't wait.
Dakota Fanning and Jose Pablo Cantillo.
John, look, we mentioned this in our first 3 reactions, because this is the 4th one for Oats Studios. But really quick, why don't you give them a breakdown of what Oats Studios is?
Okay, so Oats Studios is an experimental film lab. You might know the name Neill Blomkamp. He's the guy who made District 9, Elysium, Chappie. This is his new project. It's an independent studio with the capacity to do pretty much all of the aspects of film production from start to finish, and they're making these crazy experimental sci-fi films. And they operate on an open source format, which allows, us, the fans, to get involved with the filmmakers, even go so far as to download assets and things from the films themselves to engage your own creativity, and eventually I guess they want to turn some of these, stories that they're coming up with into feature films and series and stuff like that. And they're airing these short films for free on YouTube, on their Facebook page, and on Steam as well. In fact, if you want to get involved, if you want to support, if you believe in what Oats Studios is doing, I think for each of these films, for like $4.99, you can go on there and download behind-the-scenes content, dailies, sound stems, the scores and stuff. You can, the 3D models, like, you can really get creative if you want to. This is, seems like a really bitchin' project.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see this because I really did love the first 3, especially the first 2. Second one's been my favorite so far.
Let's get into this one. Let's do the Zygote, man.
Let's do the Zygote. I know what Zygote means.
Zygote is when it's when sperm enters an egg, and it's that thing. It's the union of new life.
I know. This guy knows.
This guy knows. I played a character called Zygote in a high school short. We made one. Not as experimental as
actually do
Zygote.
Here we go. Far North Mining Operation, Arctic Circle.
Oh boy.
AVP. Crew 98. Survivors. 2.
That dread right off the bat.
There she is. This is his Aliens film.
Water. How much food do we have? Anything?
Maybe a day's worth. Probably less. We're very low on water, sir.
Take this, drink the rest of it. Go on. And an MRE too. You need to eat.
You come first, sir. Class 1's come first. I was born to die. Class 1's are born to live.
Lydia, don't fucking spout your damn slogans at me. Poison your mind with that shit. Take care of yourself and go find something to eat. Go on.
What's killing all these people?
We need to make it to the building, Alpha. Get into the corporate shelter. Or in the main koi area. It's the only chance we have.
Won't it be there? It has access to Alpha.
We have to drive for the corporate vault. Now they'll have second kits in there. They got stores of food, stockpiles of supplies. We can haul up there, stay safe until we're rescued.
We've been safe in the steam tube so far, sir. What if we move nearer to the acid baths? We could hide there.
Don't trust the power.
It doesn't have the necessary fingerprints for access here.
We'll die if we stay here, Broccoli. Freeze to death if the steam tubes lose power. We'll die of thirst, or worse. He knows about the steam tube. It knows everything we know. It's gonna find its way in here eventually. It'll be safe there.
This feels like it's an alien movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you how to use this. You're gonna get us across to the second facility. You're Canary class, right?
Yes, sir. Canary class, synthetic C-class later.
Pick it up.
We're not allowed to, sir.
Just do what I say, damn it. I don't give a fuck about your rules and laws anymore. Canary class workers have access to firearms with the biometric override. Yeah. I just unlocked this fucking rifle for you, alright? It's the only way. Now pick up the fucking gun! There's a bolt on the side. You just gotta pull it back to cock it. Right here, do it. Grab it, pull it back. Yes, that's it, okay. Alright, now it's ready to fire. Alright, you're gonna put the button to your shoulder. Boom. And then hard. Yeah, okay. Now it's gonna kick when you fire. No more than the pneumatic drills you're used to. Just don't let it surprise you.
No, she's liking it.
You hit that motherfucker. Alright, put the gun down. Barrel away from me. 2 mags. That's it. No more ammo. 60 rounds. I still got my handgun with explosive rounds. It's back up. You got a bag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, grab it.
It's so good.
Get all the food and water, baby.
So much dread, and it's only a conversation. So far.
Oh, it's all right. I feel like there's light. There's a light. There's a light inside of me. I can shine it out from me.
Whoa.
What's wrong? Richard. I know what he means now. I feel like that. Corlo, he cut one of those things open and had 40 rat brains inside, just linked together, making a working breed. His whole book, you see, he stole pigs with the pens. He cut the pigs' organs out and stuck them all together with sheep organs. He made those things. It was a light. It's the light. He told him to invade him. And all broke. He cut up all those miners. He cut them all up. And he made that big one out of them. And then they cut open that rock and I saw that light, Barkley. I saw it. And I knew right away. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it right away. And I cut my eyes out when I saw that light. That was too late. That was too late. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. All right. That's your gun. Take it.
Come on, Newt.
I know that me up. Come on, here we go.
This kind of reminds me of like Terminator 2 meets Aliens.
Yeah.
Especially the music too. Terminator 2 reminiscent.
Now, when we open that door, we got about 100 meters to go to the second facility. And that's the biometrics to get through. It's coming no matter what we do. You aim straight. You aim straight, you fucking hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Do you have lights?
Yes, sir. Here's your mask.
Oh.
We only got one chance at this. Don't stop. We go absolutely straight, 100 meters to facility alpha, understand? Follow the beacon.
straight.
Yeah.
Aim straight. Black light.
Where did we go?
Manager's Firebase. It's a bath. Living quarters.
That music, it's so
Meeting
Terminator.
rooms. Those rooms are fortified.
Whoa. Ah, that's messed up.
Keep moving. We can't keep it out.
Ew, that is really disturbing.
Oh, it's sort of like The Thing almost. In a weirder.
Yeah. This is like his 80s sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Reload. You got 2 magnums left. Come on. 2 mags. 2 mags. Not magnums. Damn, camera has to cut every freaking. Okay.
You're out. Let's go. Move.
Those magazines don't last long.
Hey man, 60 bullets can't be that many.
Oh my god, that is so disturbing.
Oh boy.
There's a kitchen up ahead. Door's banging. Go, lady. Bolt the door.
That'll hold it.
Definitely.
Sir, we have to go. Please, sir.
Take it, Barkley. I'm gonna tell you where to go. Take the gun.
What?
Take it.
Oh, we're so close.
Christ, I'm fucked up. There's something wrong inside of me. I'm telling you, I can feel it. There's something wrong. It's getting worse.
It's that thing. It rejects synthetics. Maybe I can slow it down.
Synthetics must be used as mining labor. Protocol 7, Statute 9. But you know how much true synthetics cost? The overhead involved. Synthetics. They cost more than orphans. They purchased you from the Strata Group. Company bought you when you were 2 weeks old. You're a fucking human, Barkley. That barcode we put it on you just to fool the OSHA inspectors. You bought a couple of cinches just to fool them.
Whoa.
You're kinetic class, right? What's your job? Your job is to crawl down the mine shafts deep down into the asteroids. Your job is to die if you walk into a pocket of poison gas, right? And do you think that a synthetic would get sick like that? Here, take the gun. Take it. You're gonna get out. You're gonna tell everyone about this place. About you, about who you are. About the quartz, how it flashes. You tell them. Yeah. The computers here are gonna reject your status. So you're gonna take my fingerprint. You're gonna get out of here.
Do it.
Now remember, when this thing, it gets to me, it's gonna extract everything I know. It's gonna know about the vault. You're gonna make it, Buffy.
Do it, hurry, cut your finger
Come
off.
on, man.
Damn it. I think I can just...
Saw. That is... That is a true nightmare.
Run!
Go! Go!
Ew. I wonder what the name for that creature is. Keep hands clear.
Keep hands
Wow, that was fast.
Unsafe levels of methane detected in sections B, C, D, E, and F.
Damn, how's it so fast?
You can't fire that thing. That moves Ah!
I really hope she survives.
I really hope she survives.
Oh, snap. Okay. That's just what you want to walk in on.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
It's comforting.
It's comforting.
Ew.
Oh, disgusting. Oh god, like my skin is just uncomfortable right now.
This is intense, man.
There it is.
No! On that popsicle up?
explosion. Let's launch this jam. Come on, come on, come on, come on. She should have just done that from the beginning.
Oh, you don't want to use up all your rounds until you sure you need to.
Don't turn around. Yeah, go to town.
Yep.
Go to town.
Double tap.
2 in the chest and 1 in the head. Go to town.
Ooh.
She's just trying to get a hand
Yeah, probably.
for like the access to the door.
I mean, it would probably take hours to chop that off. Ew. Oh. Disgusting.
So grossly inventive.
I know. This is like the messed up version of having way too many keys.
It's rising. The T-1000's coming back, people.
Don't take that hand with you. Oh, close that door, close that door.
She made it. Everything's gonna be heavens after this.
Yeah, it's good.
She no longer has to live in fear.
Thank you, severed hands. Yes. They really know how to end these, man. they really know how to end these at the exact time you're like, oh, now what?
Man. Well, oh boy.
Whoa.
Man, that was nerve-wracking. You know, that is probably the best one of them.
I think that's my favorite so far.
If there was a voting poll of which one should be made into a movie, easily this one.
Oh yeah,
easily. I feel like Firebase would be a cool show, and so would Raqqa. This one, I'm like, I feel like this is a scene from it.
This is contained.
I feel like there's a full feature film script, and they took like 20 minutes of it and put it and shot that, because you got a whole back. There's like details to the backstory that they're obviously hinting at the entire time. You know, these two characters have a huge backstory there, and you can imagine the whole adventure that took place to this, like you pointed out, the thing. I imagine that's how it's like, it just slowly grows bigger and bigger from consuming other human body parts over time. The multiple eyes, all the hands. That was super creepy, especially in the first half of it. I was getting like a Terminator 2 vibe, an Aliens vibe, and the way it was lit, the way it was shot, the tone. I felt like Dakota Fanning's character was like a hybrid of like Ripley, Sarah Connor, and Mute, you know? And I kind of felt like, I even felt like the guy was a little bit like Sarah Connor meets Michael Biehn from Aliens, you know? Hicks, yeah. That was wonderfully shot, wildly intense, oh my gosh.
This one, I think, of all of them is the most just outright intense. I mean, you guys saw the reaction. I mean, like, half the time I was like, oh!
Each one of these has generated a different kind of reaction.
They set out to make, you know, a bunch of compelling shorts, and that's the word I can use for all of them, really. Like, each one has been compelling in its own way, and this one, I think might be my favorite so far, just for how immediate and claustrophobic and just...
And the creature design
filled. Yeah.
The creature design's brilliant. I wonder what the name is. Is it maybe the creature's called Zygote?
That's my guess, yeah.
Because that creature was insanely creative. The multiple hands, the eyes, the way it creates this giant morphing body horror creature, and even like the little touches that you were talking about, like the messed up version of having too many keys with the hands. I love that little like practical effects touch of too many fingers to choose from the whole time.
Even if like I thought of the thing right when I saw it, but like you behold the whole creature, and somehow even though the idea is similar, just a mass of parts and bits, it looks all its own. You know what this reminds me of? I had a toy as a child that was like a ball made of fingers. Okay. Just like outward pointing fingers. And imagine how weird that sounds. And now imagine that as a monster with more than just fingers, and that's what that is. And I like that we're also scaling down into something that's just about two characters isolated. There's nobody else, and you're catching details. I like sci-fi when you're catching details about the world kind of through the dialogue and you're going along.
Yeah, I found myself sometimes having to look down and really pay attention to what he was saying.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta catch this.
Because there's so much. That's what I mean by how I felt like there's a much bigger script at play here. And they took like a 20 minute, they took 20 minutes out of that and shot that. Because this feels like a scene from a feature film. The other ones feel like short films. This one feels like a full-on sequence in the finale from a feature film. I know they're hoping like maybe at least one of these can get turned into a feature film. I'm really hoping it's this one. If there's anyone that can get greenlit, it's very immediate. It's reminiscent of 80s horror sci-fi, which I really did appreciate. And going back to like, and I don't want to keep comparing it, but I was thinking about Aliens too in terms of the environment they were in. It's like Aliens and The Thing in terms of the environment they're in. And when they go outside, it's all snowy and you don't want to be outside because it's dark and dangerous.
And even that, just running through the snow, it's like you can't see anything. There's snow everywhere.
And the reveal of the hands, like the way it was lit, was so brilliant. Because at first you're like, what? That's a lot of hands. Oh my god, it's all one giant thing.
They're showing off so many different chops, and what I loved partly about this is so much of it is build-up. It's talking about the impending threat and preparing for it.
The first like 7 or 8 minutes is all dialogue. It's all the main guy talking, and you get good hints at like who Dakota Fanning is. That she's something created in order to serve a specific purpose. Like she's not an alien, but she's some kind of synthetic, made up in a lab in order to serve a specific purpose. But it's one of those things by the time he wants her to survive, like, no, you have life. It kind of is like it's kind of is similar to her role that she was in the BMW short.
Yeah.
In terms of like, you were created, but now you really want to live your own life.
Well, he said you're human.
Yeah, exactly.
He said like they plucked you up. Like think about that's the thing too, is like that last drop of humanity, and it brings that not like it has to proselytize about it, but it brings that element in. You're like, oh man, yeah, you might not be. That dials up the dread, because it's like you might not be okay, and it's that much more important to us that you succeed at this, because you're not as enhanced as all the other, machines who don't have to worry so much.
And the Jose actor, he was cool. Kind of reminded me a little bit of John Bernthal.
Yeah, a little bit. I really enjoyed him in this too. I mean, he always leaves an impression on me when he shows up. Even Chappie, and I think he's in Elysium too, and he's on The Walking Dead. He always leaves an impression. But this, I was like, I bet it's really cool for a guy like him to be able to lead this one now. Because that unlocks the potential. Like I really liked watching the both of them as individuals and together.
Yeah.
And this was I was invested in everything about this.
Oh, I know you guys probably hate me for saying this, but there's a scene in Aliens when Michael Biehn teaches Ripley how to use a machine gun, and that's what I was thinking of too. Yeah. Yeah. This seems like this was the Alien film he was setting out to in some ways. Yeah.
And I wondered if when she gets into that room later with that like black figure on the table, and there are all those icky bits and pieces, like I could see that being transcribed into a more alien world. And there's not that that's what these are about, but there is that through line of like, man, he could have nailed that. He could have killed that.
He could have killed Alien 5. Especially after seeing this piece of work right here. Even the beginning when it said like 98 people, survivors too, and I was waiting for the other number to pop up, and I was like, just 2? Yeah,
it's like, oh no, this is already it's close to as bad as it's gonna get.
It's like,
you know?
Watching this 20 minutes made me go, I could see a whole feature film of watching the creature develop over time, having all these people on there, 98 people, they're all getting killed off, so it's down to these last 2 people. She's the heroine in the story. I really dug this one a lot. This one got me like super excited. I'm hoping this becomes a feature film. Out of all of them, this is the one I really want to be a feature.
Well, and this was the one too where I the most was invested in the journey of the characters, in the sense like, exactly. I want you to live through this, you know?
This is the quickest I got invested into characters.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, this was a lot of the ones are like world building and hinting at all these other things, and then the third one with Charlton Copley was more like fascinating and weird.
Yeah, and it was sort of a left turn, a little brevity. Yeah, you know.
But this one was very immediate and puts you into the emotional state of these characters, and you're feeling it. I was like, oh my! I started like getting itchy for some reason.
You start to squirm. You know? Because it combines like I think this is really good horror. You know, because it combines dread, suspense,
sci-fi horror,
intensity, body horror, science fiction, and yeah, you know, there are things that you can look at and you can say like, oh yeah, this is probably inspired by that, but it's also unique.
It's its own thing, especially with that creature, and I love any story that has a bigger setup to its characters that the actors know, that the writer and director know, but they're not really telling the audience, but you know it's there, you know?
Yeah, and I like the way that they've been writing these, you know, for the most part. I mean, there's some stuff that you have to explain. I feel like a lot of sci-fi and a lot of fantasy, you know, you get excited about the world that you're building, so you want to tell everybody about it, so they really understand how cool this is. Yeah. But sometimes it's that much cooler when you're just catching it in the way that people would talk about it. Yeah, in the moment. I really like the trajectory that they've gone on with these 3 films. You know, each one has pulled me in a little bit more, and each one's been markedly different while also having the earmarks that you love from Neill Blomkamp and his team's, you know, aesthetic style and their approach. You know, the first one is desolate and hot and slummy, and you know, that's a good way to jump in coming out of stuff like District 9 and Chappie. And then, you know, the second one, period piece, different vibe, you know, same intensity level, and now this one, you know, is just desolate, snow, contained, 2 people. Each one's been different, and I'm really enjoying this through. Like, this is exciting. I keep saying it's exciting, and it is exciting.
It is exciting. They get better. They get better. Yeah. You know, in terms of 1, 2, and Zygote. You know, because the third one's a very left field fun one.
And it's much shorter, and you know, like that one's kind of, I'm interested also to see where the short form stuff goes, because the infomercials are pretty zany. The God short had its own sort of odd, kind of quirky, satirical humor, sort of, and they all have dread laced throughout. Oh, even the God one has an oddly dready quality.
Oh, the tone was so menacing.
Yeah, menacing and yet so lighthearted, and like I like that.
The God one. I meant this one.
This is this was menacing. I think this might have been the most just flat out menacing of all of them.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the thing. I'm really enjoying the way this anthology is unfolding, because, you know, the more of this I see, the more it feels like it can go in a lot of directions.
Oh, totally.
I can see, you know, a kind of a broad palette for the future.
Oh yeah, I'm super stoked.
Yeah, I'm really happy somebody is doing something like this, especially now. You know, it's got to be hard to do, and mad respect for what they're been able to do. Yeah.
And my last,
this is the dream.
My last Aliens reference. He had, you know, his eyes were cut out. Hicks. He had to wear a bandage over his eyes at one point. Remember?
Dude, I wonder if this might have been.
This might have been, yeah, I imagine it probably was somewhat
semi-plucked, and you know, maybe given a, I bet that monster is a whole different, you know, like, how can we adapt this?
No, that's a xenomorph.
It's the new one. It's the Octomorph.
All right, John, well, where can they watch all this stuff again?
You can watch all this stuff on the Oats Studios YouTube channel, their Facebook page, and if you want to get the full experience, get on Steam, the Steam platform. They have all the shorts you can watch for free, and if you want to get involved, again, it's only $4.99 per, at least the main shorts, and then you can get all the behind-the-scenes and exclusive content. You can play with it on your own. You can get involved and get creative and all that stuff. So.
Watch how Neill Blomkamp invested all his money for something to be free on the internet.
Hey, man.
It's worth it, though. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It seems like they're interested in the future.
Yeah, man. This is really cool. This is really cool. I mean,
big props.
I don't care what you think of Chappie. This shit's freaking awesome.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah. We like Chappie, but this is like, oh yeah.
Yeah, this is, especially now seeing this one, like this hit the sweet spot.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, guys, make sure to subscribe to Oats Studios. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell, please, to get notified every time one of our videos is up. He is John Humphrey on Twitter and Instagram. We have a Real Rejects Instagram you can follow now. And as always, you can check out our exclusive perks and rewards at patreon.com/TheRealRejects. Much love, Neill Blomkamp. You're awesome.
Woo!